Did you know the word for giraffe? Wait, let me check. Wait, no, giraffe? That's definitely not, mate. That's bullshit. Now we have some animals that come from like foreign languages, but giraffe is literally a long-necked deer. So unless neck or deer come from Somali, that's not possible. But we do have things like lions or camels. Those come from Sanskrit, I'm pretty sure. I think, yeah, because our word for lion is siti, and si, I think, is the same word as Simba. And it's originally from Sanskrit. Hold on. I'm not gonna not fact check it. I'm fact checking it as we speak. It is of Iranian origin. Okay, I stand corrected. It's possibly of Iranian origin. Okay. And if I remember correctly, it is the same word as like Singapore or Simba. But then camel is camel's from Turkey. Oh, sorry, I got everything wrong. The one thing I got right was that they are from foreign languages. That's the main thing. At least I got that part right. Lion and camel are from foreign languages. But not the ones I thought. Trust me, ask DeepSeek. No, that's the last thing I'd ever trust. Definitely not. That's not a real source. Check it out. No, you explain it to me. How does that even work? There's 3 clear self-explanatory morphemes. Long, neck, deer. Which of them comes from Somali? You tell me. I will check that in the meantime. Yeah, no, they're all like Chinese in origin. Kirin is a completely different animal, mate. Kirin's a mythical creature. That is also the Japanese beer that I miss. Yeah, that's a different animal. That's the mythical one with like it's a combination of different. It's a chimera. Yeah, it's a Chinese equivalent of the chimera. It's like a mix of different animals. There's much debate. Nobody knows what it is. The river deer, the ox or cow, the rhinoceros, but nobody really knows where it's from. But it's a beautiful word. Beautiful characters. I've told you what my favorite character was. If you don't remember, go back to look at the stream clip. But these are beautiful characters. Love them. But also love the beer. It means giraffe in Somali. I don't know, man. I haven't found any confirmed etymologies here. Yeah, okay. The thing is, this word can also refer to like basically like any beast that confuses people, right? It's just, oh, that weird thing. And back then, the giraffe would have been a weird thing. That's why they would have called it a giraffe Kirin. Why am I saying the Japanese pronunciation? Kirin. Good. Yeah. When the giraffe was introduced, they were like, "Oh no, that's a mythical creature for sure." Apparently, Hokkien uses it for the giraffe. Still, that's kind of cool. That's amazing. That's interesting. How do you pronounce it in Hokkien? Kilin. Okay. But where is it from? He cautiously remarks that it is sufficient to support, though perhaps not to confirm. No confirmation. Giraffe in Korean is Kirin. Okay. Kirin and Hanta. Okay, cool. The giraffe sense is obsolete in most varieties. It's preserved in Japanese Korean. Okay. And also in Hokkien, apparently. Compare. Such association may be due to the phonological similarity for giraffe in North African. What? Wait, hold on. What? Maybe due to the phonological similarity of the words for giraffe in those languages. Okay. So let me explain. Doesn't mean that it's from there. It means that, so Chinese had the word, in Middle Chinese would have been gilin. Yeah, they had the word, which means this beast. And then the foreigners brought a giraffe to China, and then they were like, oh shit, this is like a weird fucking beast. Must be a mythical creature. And then it just so happens that the word in those foreign languages for the giraffe sounds a bit like girin. And so they were like, perfect match, that's what we're calling it. So it's not like the word came from them. It just so happens that there was a word that sounded like those foreign languages and meant a weird mythical beast. And that's why it became the word for it. That's phonosemantic matching. That's what happened. Not what you said. No, I just explained it. I just saw it. So yeah. Sometimes some words in different languages sound similar and have similar meanings, but the overlaps are always interesting. Yeah, there's always been like interesting coincidences among languages. There is like a literal Facebook group dedicated to these coincidences and surprises. I think that's what it's called. And sometimes me and my friends discover something and put them on there. Yeah, but we still do phonosemantic matching. Like when we have a foreign word, and then we find a local word that has sort of a similar meaning. I can easily like find an example right now. Like paracetamol. Easy example. So paracetamol doesn't give you autism, by the way, just to be clear. But it is the thing that, helps you get rid of your fever. So we could have called it like pa la whatever, but like we found these characters that sound a bit like it. It's pronounced pot yi sik tong. So it sounds a bit like paracetamol, but literally means like you pounce on the heat and you lessen the pain. So literally what paracetamol does. That's why it became the name. We do that all the time. Like Coca-Cola or like non-brand words as well. Yeah, but anyway, Panadol is 必理痛. So paracetamol is the name of the drug. Panadol is the brand name. And it also has a name that is kind of like, it means definitely manage the pain. Again, 必理痛 doesn't sound perfectly like that. Sounds kind of like it. Has a related meaning. That's how it came to be. And that's the same thing that's what happened with the giraffe as well. It's like with strawberry. Well, no, that's not the same. I mean, that's not what I'm talking about. Strawberry is just, we borrowed the word, we transliterated it into like existing characters. That's how we always do. Like, we just find some characters that sound like the original word, like strawberry, 士多啤梨, pears, 啤梨, etc. Or like all the street names you get in Hong Kong, named after the kings and queens, like 維多利亞 for Victoria, and so on. That's just classic transliteration. But this, what I was talking about, is phonosemantic matching, which means they find a word, or they find a combination of words that not only sound a bit like the original word, but also mean something related to it. And it's an art. It's an absolute art. And I think we do it pretty well.